are the basic steps of scientific learning. Continuous if efforts in scientific learning lead to new discoveries. ये पोएम नहीं पढ़नी. Let's review our poem. In science, we explore the digit concluding. हमारा पोएम बना हमने के. Observation, experiment, and inquiry. In scientific learning, in our surrounding, we find various objects. When we observe the different properties present in those objects, we can see that they differ from each other. We can learn about the properties of object through observation, testing, and experimentation, among other methods. To understand the qualities present in any object, we use our sensory organs: eye, nose, ear, tongue, and skin. Through the medium of our sensory organ, we can see object, detect their smell, hear, sound, taste, flavors, and experience. The touch of different textures. In this way, obtaining information about the various qualities of object through the medium of sensory organ is called observation. This is the fundamental principle of scientific learning. Through observation, we can gather information about the external conditions of objects, such as their shape, color, taste, and so on. Our school's name Sabarmatha High School. All 5th grade students went on an observation field trip to a Norby farm where fruits and vegetables were grown. We were tasked with closing observing the different types of fruit and vegetables and making short notes of their characteristics. We were delighted to see the specific features of vegetables and fruits. We consume daily. We paid carefully attention to the shape of the plants, leaves, flowers, and fruits. We took Notes on the qualities of the observed objects. The teacher menu had the idea for buying a pumpkin and a cucumber. Later, passing and Somnita were asked to lift and compare the weight of pumpkin and cucumber using their hands. Since the cucumber was longer, the debate focused on whether its weight could be more. The competitor agreed that since the cucumber was longer, it could have more weight, while passing argued that even though the cucumber was shorter, it might have more density when weighted weight on the scale. It was observed that the weight of cucumber was slightly more than the pumpkin. Passing is Poisson's estimation was correct and he was pleased with his conclusion. Activity 2. From observation, we can learn about the color, hardness, shape, etc. of an object. However, central properties of the object, such as its actual volume, density, weight, solubility, ability to float or sink, etc., cannot be determined just by observation. For this reason, experiment need to be conducted. Experimentation is another important step in the scientific method of learning. By doing experimentation, help identify additional properties of objects. Through experimentation, the properties of an object can be described in qualitative terms or communicative, such as measuring the volume, length, etc., and understanding the internal structure of the object. Scientific apparatus. To
भनेर अनि FAC
FACILITATE facilitate learning in science activities such as observation, measurement, and experimentation. Need to be conducted. Various scientific instruments are necessary for this purpose. In daily life, there is a need for heat to prepare food from the heat source includes fire, gas, electricity, etc. Different types of duty and SILS utilities are used utensils are used to cook food. For example, pots are used to lift the pot above the flame and stoves are used. Similarly, in lavatories, vessels are also heated, lifted and placed on stands for experimentation.
Placed.
In the context of scientific learning, various types of instruments as
Illustrated
in the diagram D are used for observation, testing and experimentation in laboratories. Only small amounts of chemicals are used as samples. Therefore, the instruments used in laboratories are comparatively small in size and scales are employed for measurement. Some name of scientific apparatus and their use. Apparatus number 1.
apparatus. Bunsen burner.
Bunsen burner giving heat. Tripod stand. Lift the flask with a beaker round bottom and similar shapes above. Conical flask. Mix and pure chemicals. Round bottom flask. Mix chemical and heat them. Measuring cylinder. Measure the volume of a liquid. Standard weight. Determine the quantity of an unknown solid. Physical balance. Measure the mass. Spring balance. Measure the weight. Thermometer. Measure the temperature. Test tube. Heating and cooling of chemicals. Funnel. Filter chemicals for testing and purification. Condenser, cooling of liquid.
Porcelain basin. Porcelain basin.
Porcelain basin. Heating substances. Beaker. Heating and mixing of chemicals. Digital balance to measure weight. Wire. Wire.
Gauge. Wire gauge.
Wire gauze to give uniformly heat. Schematic diagram. In the picture shown above, which is easier to describe the real or
Depict.
depict the real or symbolic picture of a house? In the field of observation, experimentation, examination, exploration and research, various types of materials and tools are used. A plane of action including
Visual.
visual
Spelling. R-E.
तो बात नहीं खाता है Esta sama to yun sama ko dito dito. Gambar ko.
Representations.
mouse only रहा Oh, बोलो.
Representations.
Representations with materials is prepared generally drawings made using real geometrics lines or symbols are referred to as schematic diagram. Examples of schematic diagrams include maps prepared for
Engineers.
इधर उधर जाना है निकले हुए हैं
engineers to build houses. Similarly, in laboratories, tools used images created by connecting materials and schematic diagram of electrical circuits.
Circuits. Circuits.
Circuits are also schematic diagrams when creating a schematic diagrams. Central rulers must be followed, such as not closing the face of the image, avoiding shadows, no filling in color, using a single line, not using a jagged or waved line, using a ruler, creating two-dimensional shapes, using straight lines, and following creation properties. The real image and scientific diagram of a water pipe are given in the figure.
Circuits. Circuits.
Water pipe in the
पनि फिगर भन्ने अनि के अरे
उता अर्को गर्न जाने
त्यस्तो हुन्छ तेरो आफ्नो रियल भोइस देखिस् नि एकचोटि गएपछि 10 पटक रोकिन्छ